Hello guys and welcome to another Carsexposed video. So the day has come, the day to change the damaged door. Now a little project. As you can see, it's quite caved in. It's quite a big damage. We've got a new door there. I haven't unpacked it or nothing yet, but I'm going to concentrate just to remove this door first. Hopefully fix all the other issues that is going on with the other windows and door. So for the strap we have a T45, and then for the actual hinges we have an M8 bolt, and then obviously we have to disconnect the plug, which I'm going to do now. It should be pretty easy. Maybe not. Right, there you go. As you move it up, obviously disconnect. So that is it. So now we've got the strap and the hinge. Right, T45. Because I don't have an M8 that's short enough to go in here with a ratchet, I'm just gonna use a 10mm spanner, and that should work as well. There you go. Broke it loose. And broke the bottom one, because then I can use a ratchet spanner. Right, what do you guys reckon? I can't really see any damage in here. Doesn't seem like it damaged the hinges at all. So let me unpack the other door. Let's try to fit it. Obviously we're gonna have to paint this door because it's a kind of grey color, blackish color, but it comes with new glass, window regulator, new motor, come with the lock, all the wiring that we're probably gonna need, and all the struts, all the bolts and the handle. The only thing we need to do is to replace the wing mirror, but overall it's in a really good state. This door should be quite easy to paint, really. But now let's see how it's going to match up to our frame here. If we're going to have good gaps, I think it should be okay. Damage here on the seal is really tiny, really tiny. So, hello Johnny. First mistake of the series, mate. Oh no, it's looking quite alright. Fit the new door. I had a gap at the bottom there, and I still have a gap here at the top. So I was adjusting the door, and I adjust the bottom really well. I just need to bring that back a little bit, and that will close eventually. But now the last adjustment that I did, as you can see there, the door is out a little bit. And okay, I think I should have removed the wing. Now look at that, I can't open the door anymore. The door is so far out that I'm probably gonna have to do some damage, and obviously to adjust it I've got to open it. Oh no. Hey. Right, so it's clear to see that accent damage is not my forte, but it's done. So the door is in. So it's looking pretty good. I just took the mirror off again just to show you guys how it goes in. It's pretty easy. And my mistake was, obviously now I realize I could just remove this cover here, undo that male Torx bolt. There's one at the bottom as well, and then remove the other Torx bolt from here and just lift the door. But anyway, when you're adjusting it, you do need to fiddle with that bolt on both hinges. And what happened was, obviously I left the door out too much, so there's a bit of an adjustment here, movement that you can go in or out, and I left it out. So when I opened the door, obviously you push the panel, the wing out, and obviously it comes easy, but when you go to close it, it's impossible. Then finally got in contact with my friend Johnny, and I tried to basically pull the wing this way with the trim tool. It didn't work, and then I finally decided to go to the top here, and then it works pretty well, and I adjusted it properly now. So there is a little bit damage there, but I'm not sure about because we're gonna spray anyway. So there it is the gap seems pretty good. So now I'm going to change the lock because I don't want to have any problem with flat battery, and then we are in big trouble. I'm not going to be able to open the door with the key, so I've got to change that and then fit the mirror. Right, so with the mirror here, you have a couple locating sort of like pin, and then a bolt T45 right there, and the connector actually connects inside the mirror. So we're just gonna put it through. So there we go, and then just fit the mirror and the locating pins. There we go, and then obviously a T45 bolt goes from the outside, so that's dead easy. So that's it. Plug it in. And now we can put our cover. There we go. Looks pretty good. Functions as it should. So you can move it up, move it down. And also, I'll try the mirror in a minute, because what I did, we've got a new switch here for the mirror, and as you can remember, this button, it was broken in the other one. And what I did, because it's a right-hand drive car, this part is really expensive to buy with this outside trim here. And what I did, I bought the left-hand side one, which the outside trim obviously doesn't fit here, it's different. But I removed obviously the mechanism inside, the electronics inside here, just swapped it over. It's not that difficult, but not that easy. This is the other one that was broken. So I just swapped the inside and it works perfectly. But I'll show you that in a bit. And we can try the mirror now actually. Alright, let's try the mirror. And does it move? There we go. Perfect. Alright, next job. Right, now with this lock, they made super simple. Just gonna pull the cover. Then you have two bolts, T20. Then you have to undo. All the way, so this first one holds the lock, and then the second one we pulled out all the way again. And then what happens is, so the lock is locked by this, what do we call this? This metal. So you push it in all the way, put this out, there we go. So that moves in and out. So when it's all the way out, obviously it holds the lock, and then when you push it in, it unlocks it. Super simple. Right, let's go. Let's put this one out. Excuse me. Right, out all the way. They normally have a cover here, but this one's missing. I'm gonna have to get one. This bolt looks quite strange because it, you know. Right, pushed it in. Now, in theory, let's put our cover. Right, that's the grey cover off. And let's remove this bolt. Then try to push the metal in as far as it goes. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. And there we go. There we go. So that's the old lock. New one. And obviously inside we're going to have a place in the lock itself that this is going to go in. It's generally, if you just go straight, it should be okay. There we go. So that's in. Let's tighten up the first bolt, and this first bolt basically holds the lock. It goes inside here, this round bit, and then holds the lock, and the other one goes in here, and then you have the other side of the lock itself that holds at the back. Right, these are the bolts in, and obviously when you tighten it, the lock pushes in and locks the lock in place. Alright, so there you go. So it's sticking out a little bit, but I need to get cover for those two, for that hole and this bolt that sticks out a bit. Now I'm gonna fit the old cover, because when I get the door painted, I'm just gonna paint the whole thing. There we go. So that should work now. Let me lock the door here, and with the key should be able to lock now. There we go. So that's lock. Unlock it. Perfect. Right, all done with the door. Pretty happy about that. I'm glad I'm not gonna get stuck now changing that lock just in case the battery go flat. It's pretty cold at the moment, and obviously I'm not driving the vehicle. And also another thing, the reason why I changed the guts on this switch here for this right hand side is about 30 quid, and for the left hand drive cars is about £6. I pay £6 for this, so that's the reason I bought the left hand side one and then just changed the guts, the electronics. Worked pretty well. It's a bit tricky because it got ball bearing flying everywhere and stuff like that, but in the end I managed to change it. Now, because it was such a short episode, let's say, I will tackle the lock system. I'm not gonna tackle the window system today because I think it deserves a video itself. It's quite complex, it's controlled by link bus and everything else. So, there's link bus connections. It's quite a complex system, so I'll do a separate video for that. But I will try to tackle the lock system in this video. And as you probably know, like I mentioned in the previous video, both the rear doors does unlock or unlock. I had it working like a couple times, but basically it doesn't work. When I first got the car, I think I managed to lock or unlock a couple times, but there is a problem there. And then for this time that I had the car, the left hand side, front passenger side, stopped working as well, so that doesn't work now. And I thought maybe it's just like dried grease inside, it needs to be lubricated. And what I did, if you see here, this is the lock that came with the door. So this is the passenger lock. You can see a couple switches inside there. So basically that gives the signal to the module that the door is locked, unlocked. And this one is working properly. Obviously this one's
This one is the one that was in the car, in the orange door. I took it off the orange door. Then what I did with the other 3 doors that's not working, I removed the bolt outside the door and just spray a bunch of WD-40 inside. You know, you got a couple holes here that will ended up basically in the mechanism. So I sprayed a bunch of WD-40. I tried to work the lock, and basically I didn't get it working again. So still the same thing. It doesn't lock or unlock with the key. Now let me show you here. So you have another sensor for the door close. So as you can see there, driver door, passenger door, the front and then rear, left, rear, right. All doors, they respond to the doors opening, so that's all good. Lock the driver's door. So that switch, that is all good. Now when I look at the state of the door, the rear left now is locked. And that was the last time I saw it was unlocked. Now driver door is unlocked, rear right unlocked, and then you got the passenger door, so that one, the front one, on safe mode. Now so I locked it. As you can see, the driver door works, the right rear did nothing, and obviously here you didn't get nothing because it was already locked, and that was on safe mode. So I will unlock it now. And as you can see, driver door unlocked, is operating properly, but the other 2 rear doors just stayed as it was before. So, and I've done plenty times, I monitored this plenty times, and it basically just not working. So my plan of the attack is, I will remove the right rear door and try to see if I've got signal when I unlock and lock the car with the key, or the switch inside the car. And if I have the signal on the right rear, I will go to my local breaker yard to get a second-hand lock, because they do have the right rear in stock. So that is my plan. So that's why I'm going to tackle the right rear, which is unlocked now and it doesn't work pressing the switch inside or with the key as well. They just not operate. Right, so let's get cracking. Well, let's try to figure out how this works. I think we have some M8s to go. M8 to remove here from the lock itself. Right, so that's why I sprayed the lock. There's a couple holes there. They sprayed some WD-40. Now I have to remove this panel. It's pretty easy. Got some more torque screws inside there. What is it? T30 is it? Looks like 330 or T30. Yeah, they are. Right, so that's that one. Anything at the bottom? Yep. Another 330 at the bottom here. Doesn't seem to be holding anything. Let's loose. Seems to have something in the corner. There's a clipping here. Just a plastic clip. That's pretty tight. This door's been removed before. All the clips here on the side is broken. And we got our lock here. Remove the plug. It's nice and clean. All the pins are there. Alright, now for this lock to come out, this rail for the glass has to be removed. There's another T30 here. And then it should allow us to remove it. That wasn't too bad.
Right, so that's our lock. It already hasn't got the cover, so someone's been at it. Right, let's plug the connector again. I'm gonna get the test light. I'm gonna try to find out which pin does what. Let me lock it or close the door. So at this point the door is closed. Right, so which one's gonna be? I'm gonna try this light blue first. Pin 7. Right, test light connected to ground. Pin 7. Nothing from this pin 7 blue wire. Pin 3 is a white one. Let's have a look. Unlock it. Nothing. Nothing. Is it going to be the last one? Pin 1, blue and yellow. Right, blue and yellow, pin 1. Nothing. Right, let's try pin 2. Okay, so got the locking here. There we go. Unlock. Lock. So I've got both signals there. Yeah, I've got both signals there, so the reason why that is not locking or unlocking must be the lock itself. Some problem with the motor. Unlock. When I unlock, I can see the white roller mechanism moving a little bit, but obviously it's unlocked already. When I lock, nothing happens. You do get the signal, but that blue, I guess that blue one should move now, and it doesn't. So my plan is I'm gonna go to quickly to my local brickyard, and we're gonna get another lock. Right, oopsie. So I just been to my brickyard, and the one that they sold me for the left, obviously, is for the rear right. Oh, for the rear, they sold me for the rear right, is the rear left. So it goes offside, yeah, offside rear, so it's right rear, so that's the wrong one. This is definitely for the left. But anyway, we've got a problem with the left, so I just got to remove the panel and crack on, really. Alright, let's see if we get the same thing here. I think it was pin 2. Test light connected to ground. Got the key here. There we go. Yeah, the same thing. It's getting the signal as well. Right, again, the old lock got green and blue there. And now they look the same, don't they? Let's remove this tag. Connect our cables. I just wonder why they all packed up like this. It's weird. Is this a problem? Already no problem with Volkswagens? I'm not sure. Right, so that's it. That's our new second-hand one. Right, we got through. push it up. That's it. We can put the 2 bolts in here. Right, so that's 1. That's 2. Right, plug it in. Now we're gonna lock this door. Right, so that's locked. Right, let's have a look on the live data. See if that responds to it. Let me lock the car first. Right, so locked. The door doesn't open. Unlock. There we go. So that unlocks. Seems to be operating properly. Close the door again. So that's closed. Let's have a look at our live data now. Right, so driver door open. Yeah. Door closed. Let me look. Let me close the driver's door. So that's closed now. Everything closed. The right rear doesn't have a lock at the moment. Now let's go to this is what we're interested in. So driver's door unlocked, rear left though just changed, unlocked. Those 2 are safe because I mean this one hasn't got a lock and I don't know what's going on with the passenger door, but I will presume that it's just a problem with the lock as well. So let me lock the car. Let's see if the rear left corresponds to the driver door, which is working properly. So locked. Yep. Unlock. Yes. Perfect. Every single time. Right, so it's safe to say whatever happened to those locks, I don't know what's going on, but that one was bad and the rear right was bad and this one stopped working as well. So I guess it's gonna be a lock problem. So now I thought I was buying a rear right, but obviously the brickyard gave me the wrong one, but it's okay because that's bad as well. So I need to get a passenger front, left front lock, and then a rear right lock because that one is broken. Right, guys. So there we go. So that was interesting, but at least we know we have to buy another lock. I can order that and then get it done. Now, the next couple of videos, what I'm going to try to do is tackle the problems to get this car through the MOT. So I'm gonna tackle the lights that we have on the dashboard, which we had the EBS, traction control, and also what's the other one? TPMS. Oh, we have a new light in there. Airbag. Why do they have an airbag light on there? Anyway, so that's a new light. Right, so we didn't have airbag before. But anyway, I'm gonna tackle obviously what's happening there, the EBS, which, you know, all the lights on the dash basically. It's gonna stop us going through the MOT. And then the next video I'll tackle that light, because as you can see that all the lights are working like I mentioned before, but it doesn't seem to have the leveling, automatic leveling working. So I guess that's what it is, because it's flashing. Otherwise, if it was a light bulb, it would be just a steel light all the time. Sorry if the episode is a little bit all over the place. I haven't filmed for a while. You kind of like lose your mojo, but I'm getting back into it. Get this car done, out of the way. I'm glad with, you know, I'm happy with the door. Just need to get it sprayed now. And I don't know, we're gonna do the overall paint of this car, but definitely gonna spray this door myself and see what happens. So I'm gonna have to obviously take everything off again. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Thank you very much for the support. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.